and social status were closely tied to her connection to a male relative. This context shapes the events of Genesis 38 and the bold, courageous actions of Tamar. Judah, the fourth son of Jacob, leaves his family and marries a Canaanite woman. Together, they have 3 sons, Onan, and Shelah. As the sons grow, Judah arranges a marriage between his firstborn, and Tamar, a woman of grace and virtue. However, is described as wicked in the sight of the Lord, and he dies prematurely. Tamar is left widowed and childless, a precarious position in her society. Onan's betrayal. Judah instructs his second son, Onan, to fulfill the levirate duty and marry Tamar to raise offspring for his deceased brother. Onan, however, selfishly refuses to honor this duty, and his actions are condemned by God. He too dies, leaving Tamar still without a child. Fearful for the life of his youngest son, Shelah, Judah delays Tamar's remarriage under the pretense that Shelah is not yet of age. Tamar returns to her father's house, waiting for years as the promise remains unfulfilled. Years pass, and Tamar realizes that Judah has no intention of giving her to Shelah as a wife. Understanding the cultural and legal importance of securing her place in Judah's family and fulfilling the levirate duty, she devises a bold plan. Disguising herself as a veiled prostitute, Tamar positions herself along the road where she knows Judah will travel. Judah, grieving the recent death of his wife, encounters Tamar in her disguise and propositions her. Tamar requests a pledge, Judah's seal, cord, and staff, as a guarantee of payment. Unaware of her identity, Judah agrees. The two are united, and Tamar conceives. Months later, Judah learns that Tamar is pregnant and, unaware of the truth, accuses her of immorality. As he orders her punishment, Tamar reveals the items Judah gave her, proving that he is the father of her child. Confronted with the evidence, Judah declares, "She is more righteous than I, since I did not give her to my son Shelah." Scene 8. The birth of Perez and Zerah. Tamar gives birth to twin sons, Perez and Zerah. Their birth marks a turning point, as Perez becomes an ancestor of King David and, ultimately, Jesus Christ. Tamar's actions secure her place in the lineage of God's covenant people. The story of Tamar highlights themes of justice, resilience, courage, and divine providence. In a society that often marginalized women, Tamar's determination to secure justice for herself and her family underscores her bravery. The cultural practice of levirate marriage reflects the ancient world's emphasis on lineage and inheritance, but Tamar's story transcends these customs to reveal a deeper truth. God works through imperfect people and challenging circumstances to fulfill his redemptive purposes. Faith and courage. Tamar's actions demonstrate the importance of faith and courage in the face of injustice. Her willingness to take risks for the sake of her family's future is a testament to her resilience. God's providence. The inclusion of Tamar in the genealogy of Jesus Christ underscores how God uses unexpected individuals to accomplish his purposes. Her story is a reminder that no situation is beyond God's redemptive power. Justice and redemption. Tamar's pursuit of justice leads to her ultimate redemption and restoration. Her story invites reflection on the ways in which God calls his people to advocate for righteousness and truth. Tamar's name illuminated in gold, branching out to King David and beyond to Jesus Christ, surrounded by rays of divine light. Understanding Tamar's story requires a deep dive into the ancient Near Eastern practices, particularly the concept of levirate marriage. This practice ensured the continuation of a deceased man's lineage through his brother. Tamar's bold actions, while unconventional, align with her society's underlying values of family and inheritance. Her willingness to act when others failed reflects her profound courage and insight into God's justice. Judah's role in the story is also pivotal. Initially, he fails to uphold his responsibility to Tamar, but her actions bring about a transformation. Confronted with his failure, Judah repents and acknowledges Tamar's righteousness. This moment not only restores Tamar's honor but also marks a turning point in Judah's own character arc. Later, Judah emerges as a leader among his brothers, interceding for Benjamin in Genesis 44. Tamar's story resonates across generations, offering timeless lessons. Her courage in the face of adversity inspires believers to trust in God's providence and act boldly when faced with injustice. Judah's journey from failure to repentance reminds us of the power of grace and redemption. Together, their stories weave a narrative of hope, resilience, and divine purpose.